Okay. Hello, hello. It might have been sub. I don't know. How is everyone? It's time for more Disco Elysium. Last time we almost shot this girl. Cause she sucks. We're almost done with the first day. We have like an hour left, basically. Good. How's your Tuesday? You can't see any chat history. Why can't you see any chat history? Can you see it now? Can you hear me? I should ask that too. I messed with my mic earlier. Nothing? Okay. Well, that's good. Thanks. Well, at least you could see it on the screen when it pop up. No one has said anything, if that makes you feel better. What can I do before the end of this day? They're not there today, but most likely they'll eventually show up. What? What? Because Dragoon was first? He just redeemed the thing. Yeah, sure did. Sure did. We're doing that there. Ask Kuno, the kid throwing rocks, what he knows. We can try. Kuno sucks though. Yeah, that bat rested. It's locked. I need more empathy. Okay. I don't care about you either, Kuno. You jerk. I'm gonna start calling people I don't like Kuno. Access the harbor and ask for Ervrart Claire's help. He's not there anymore. Shoot down and ask for help. Okay. Stop huffing, let it gas. Oh, you might be doing something. Oh, these are things I can try again. Backyard wall. What? How do I acquire a copy of the city map? How do I do that? Backyard wall. Horseback monument. Oh, these are all things I can try again. Okay. Well, where's the backyard wall or whatever? I think I know. We learned how to run last time, so that's helpful. It's getting dark. I think we already clicked on most of this.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see. Yeah. Why?
Oh.
It's a wall.
Why must we stop to look at this wall every time we pass by? We have business to attend to.
Okay. Well, can't do that one right now.
Oh!
Dragoon.
Thank you!
Drabagoon. That's right. Thank you for the resub for 21 months, you insane person, you. I appreciate the heck out of that. Okay, I guess we'll go run down to the horse statue then. Oh, it was a boat. Have we looked at boat? What is this? Keep set apartments. What? Okay. Inside the frame of a motorcycle and repair and the tools used to disassemble. Inside the frame of a motorcycle. Got it. There's a girl up there. Did she spill the paint?
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue de Espoir.
It's a dragoon. Ooh, clean rat dastard. I think he said bat rastard. That was a much quicker clip.
Oh, yo, this is cool. A movement option.
Yeah, I told Dragoon to stream Clair Obscure, and he said nah. Auditorious, that's right.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
Don't use that tone with me. I am the law. You know, has to be quiet, locked in. Fair. How you liking it? It sounded like you were liking it last time I asked. Metroid, how are you? But there's a couple things that you're kind of met on last time we talked. Yeah, when were you last testing? Let's start with your blood type and go from there.
Where? Accosting a minor?
Listen to your
Well,
partner,
boy,
big
I didn't know
man.
she was a
Keep
minor.
your grubby hooves off little old ladies.
Despite the attitude, she puts the brush aside.
She's grown frustrated with her work and welcomes the opportunity to challenge authority in other ways.
The work but done being useful last stream. Hell yeah. What kind of work do you do, if you don't mind me asking? Stream's going okay so far. Francois can't see any chat for some reason. But I think we're okay with it.
Oh, thank you.
53 months. Good golly gosh. How are you? Equipment maintenance? Hey, I do maintenance. Except just like residential stuff. It's such a long walk on. How are you? You am okay? Hell yeah. What are you looking
The
at?
lieutenant furrows his brow at another
Commercial?
one of your
Nice.
eccentricisms.
I get like, I don't get the best pay, but I really like the company I'm at. But I get like LinkedIn notifications almost daily, like, come do maintenance here for twice what you make. I'm up. That's tempting.
Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features.
Run by monkeys? Hell yeah. I'm sure that's the worst way possible, but the 9 score wise, it plays like RPG Dark Souls for enemies turn those players. Oh. So it's like turn-based for the player, but it's more action-y for the enemies. I don't mind that. That's a polite way to put it. My company has, well, we have senior living stuff and we have like the like urban living. I'm on the senior living side. We have like 15 buildings, and so we don't have really any, like, my bosses aren't like there more often than not. So I just kind of hang out. I'm in charge of 2 buildings. Hang out. I do work, but like today I just painted all day long. I just was in one apartment painting.
The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Who is she?
Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her. She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling she will be very cooperative while telling us nothing. You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know? Do your thing.
Lame.
Don't be afraid to get a bit wacky. Throwing her off is our best bet.
The worst part about my job is I'm on call 24/7.
Good idea, piggies. Run along now. Fuck her shit up good. Impound that boat while you're at it. I'd like to watch her swim back to Ozon.
What are you doing to the wall?
Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit.
Oh.
I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words.
Starts very hard as a result, then levels out, but bosses are kind of peak. Third shift for months before I got fed up with it. Yeah. It's rough. Luckily my 2 buildings are really quiet, so I don't have to deal with it too much. But like on Friday I worked a whole shift at one building, and then I got a call from the other building, and then so I get off at like 4:30, make it back to my other building, and I'm there until like 7:30 working on something stupid. So that was annoying, but time and a half. So, and usually like when I'm at home, they pay me from when I leave the house till the time I get home, and mileage. Dragoon, I saw you got a new garbage disposal. If it was humming though, it was getting power, so I don't know why they replaced it. Unless they just couldn't get it unstuck. That for me, but no, we can't clock in remote. I can't clock in remotely technically. We when I get to the building, I clock in, and in the notes I put the time I left the house and how many miles. And on top of that, we have like mileage and overtime sheets that we fill out.
Yeah? Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have an official RCM stamp of approval.
Oh.
You've lessened her desire to deface the building.
Is that good or bad? They just didn't want to deal with it, to be honest. Do you have, I mean, you probably don't know, unless you've actually looked. Does yours plug in, or is it hardwired? I mean, probably. Half of our disposals are like almost 30 years old, like original to the building.
I ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts.
Yeah, you might think that, Cindy the Skull, but
Actually,
they ain't saying
there is
anything.
A shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
Thank you, Kim. Thank you for saying so. Yeah, you probably have to look. It's fine. It doesn't bother me.
To make your life pleasant, fucko.
But it just confounds me because it's assuming yours is one that uses a wrenchet. It's super easy to fix. Where it's like a whole thing to, I mean, it's not hard to replace a garbage disposal, but it's quite a few extra steps. It's just wild to me that they want to just stick the thing and go wee and be done with it.
Watch your back, ungulate. You've got eyes on you.
Ungulate? That's a word. What's that? Looks like there was more construction here once, decades ago. Ooh, what's that? The belly of this boat shines like it was recently painted. Was it by Cindy the Skull? Docking reserved for residents of that place. The room in the whirling isn't much bigger than this sloop. This is worth more than you'll ever earn in all your life. Yeah. I have that problem sometimes too.
Striking woman leans against the cabin.
Shadows on the water,
of
green
her
plants
sailor
under the
boat,
calm.
smiling
Something.
as you approach. Her green raincoat
Oh,
glistens with
it's not
droplets.
people who go
A
to
silk
social
scarf
links and do
is
things the
tied
wrong way.
around her
That's
throat.
true. That's true. They will do that. I'm glad you like your job. You manufacture things, right? Like medical stuff? Or is it not manufacturing but just like medical influence? Is it manufacturing or is it just warehouse? I can't remember.
Good evening, officers. I'm Joyce.
She extends her hand in greeting.
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines.
Manufacturers?
The owners of the
Ooh,
harbour.
fancy
You gentlemen must be
schmancy.
from the RCM.
She steps closer and holds out her hand over the railing. See, what is that? I'm a little foggy here. What gave us away? Shake her hand. Don't shake her hand. Joyce L. What does the L stand for?
Maiden, my maiden name.
Her bony hand dangles from the sleeve of the oversized raincoat. Do I shake her hand or not shake her hand? What do we think? Do it. Shake her hand? I mean, I'll do it. I'm fine with that.
I'm glad to see you here.
Her grip is tight and cold.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
Finally.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview.
Uh-oh.
I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual.
Okay, Kim.
But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
How interesting.
No pressure. Turns to you
I wish you a
unfazed.
swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
It's
Nice.
hard to get a read on her precise disposition, but she appears helpful.
You're on a boat.
Yes, I am.
She looks at the deck under her feet. Green and white sails flutter overhead. Not a lot of people on boats, are there?
Of course there are. We're
She-
on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
What do you mean,
I
archipelago?
mean, we are on Le Caillou, are we not?
Caillou? She raises her brow. Okay, I thought we were in Revachol.
We are, and the city of Revachol is on the island of Le Caillou.
So I haven't seen anyone else sail a boat around here.
I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle. It's for crossing long distances in the greater Revachol industrial harbor. It's not a toy.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands.
She's having a good time arguing against the law. Too good, perhaps.
Does she have a name?
Boat? No. It is called Cor de Leyte 19, because that's the type of sloop it is.
It's a dumb
The
name.
word "it" feels strange. Such a beautiful boat deserves a proper name.
Like Stacy.
A breeze ripples through the sails and tugs at your hair. Below, the sleek, fish-like shape of the hull parts the water. Beneath that, a resounding darkness. You're reminded of something. Or someone.
Cool, but your boat really needs a name.
Okay. How about Cor de Leyte 19? Why?
She taps on the side of the boat and makes a hollow sound.
Because it was manufactured in Revachol East by a company called Cor de Leyte, and its hull is 19 paces long.
How about Dolores?
Why Dolores?
I don't know. Feels pretty.
Well, it means nothing to me. I think I'll stick with the factory name. But thank you for the suggestion.
How do you like it?
My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
Are you coming on to me?
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. Investigating.
I love Kim.
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's assessing her.
Do you have a license for this boat?
Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft operator.
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull as she smiles. Qualified pleasure craft operator. So charming. Where's the damn license?
Can I see your
I
license?
just renewed its safety inspection last month, officers. It is completely seaworthy. In fact, it's taken part in not one, but two insulindic regattas. Even finished once.
What happened the other time?
The other time, I would have finished the race were it not for an urgent work matter, much like the one I'm on now.
Still need to see a license,
Actually,
man.
you don't.
I'm pretty sure I do. Police.
It is a little known fact among those who police. The Wayfarer Act specifically denies the RCM the authority to demand anyone's operator license.
Wait, exactly how little known is the fact? More like the Anarchy Act, in my opinion. So we can't pull over random civilians to demand their papers? That's weak. Since I guess, I mean, look at me. Okay, forget the stupid Wayfarer Act. I had another question.
I was just being polite. Even school children know the Wayfarer Act.
Okay, forget the super Wayfarer Act. I had another question.
About the boat?
What's the steam raises from her thermal cup? I think I have a handle on the boat thing.
Good.
Takes a sip from the thermal cup. You seem rich. Can I have some money?
Is what you want to say, but it isn't that easy, is it?
What? Why not?
Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes, bub.
What lustrous hair?
A well-kempt, yet tastefully short bob of dark hair. Despite the first hints of grey, she's elected to keep it au naturel, shaped into a permanent wave, late 40s style. While dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge and worry. Wealth and all its possibilities.
Yeah, so?
Now look at you. You misery-clad simian. Barely able to tie your own laces.
Never
Your
got my
arms
tie
are
back.
legs. A scythe of booze precedes you. Your hair sticks to your forehead and your underwear feels uncomfortable. You're poor. Poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money.
Ashamed?
Too.
Ashamed? I'm not ashamed. What's this feeling? I never felt it before. I'm a goddamn working man. I'm not ashamed to shake this leech for some dough. As I should be, for even considering it. This is a woman, and I'm a man. Yes, I should make my own goddamn money by now. Ashamed?
Yes. You're too ashamed to ask this person for money. Too scared to belittle yourself in her eyes. Those half-precious stones of Odin. Oh God, the lieutenant is here too. Do not dishonor the force.
Oh,
As I was saying, if there's any way...
That's
I
rough,
may
buddy.
leave,
it sure is, ain't it?
Please don't hesitate to ask.
What's up, misfit? Her voice breaks in silence. Suddenly you're back again. Nearby, a seagull pecks at a piece of garbage. Tell me about Wild Pines. What do you do?
What we do? I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
I'm talking to this boat lady. She said, how may I help you? I said, you're standing on a boat. She said, well, yes, I am. What do they do?
Pines' core competency
Yeah, I
is
wanted to name her Dolores,
logistics,
and she said
shipping,
no.
Freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking?
Oh, that's an old clue.
Those are the shipping side of things.
Oh, almost got me. Oh, you thought you were slick. Oh, fuck, still got me.
You thought you were slick.
I'm clipping that down. God damn it.
That was like perfect.
Fucking Christ.
How are you, misfit? What? Logistics, container shipping for you, that sort of thing. See those airships there blinking? Those are the shipping
And
sides of
that is
things.
the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration.
Really?
Offshore
That's awesome.
platforms.
How much money does Wild Pines
I'm
have?
not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
Golly.
A billion?
Wow. I thought weapons was supposed to be big. Numbers like that mean nothing to me. The money I owe is so much less than that.
Yes, past
All
a
right,
certain
now I just
point,
want to play
numbers begin
BD3.
to seem
Do it.
imaginary, but they are
Or don't.
quite
Don't tell
real
me.
for the
Don't let me tell you what to do.
72,000 employees who depend on Wild Pines for their paychecks. A conglomerate the size of Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving and growing, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It is a tremendous responsibility.
Where do Wild Pines get all these
They
billions?
started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Easterlers 250 years ago, when pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lomantang on behalf of the suzerain. Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic
I say
of the system
apricots.
is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it.
What does such a huge system want with a place like this?
You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners?
Yeah, that's all I
She
need to know. I
nods.
don't care. I heard of billions.
That's the man who was killed.
She almost
I'm
takes a
afraid
photo,
this is a
but then
discussion
stops.
for once we've cleared the lynching question.
So you know something about the tattoos?
Better not tie the fourth day to the bat's day on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
She wants to answer the question. Protocol keeps her from it.
What can you tell me about the
A
lynching?
few things, I'm afraid.
She falls silent for a moment, contemplating something.
The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
Awkwardness washes over the conversation.
Remember when my partner told you I'd recently suffered from an unusual medical episode? My lost badge is related to it.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
It's possible. After a night of heavy drinking, I lost all memory of my life in the world. I could have eaten it for all I know. I don't remember anything. This world, this city, nothing.
Oh dear. I suppose this does explain some of the more curious turns in our conversation.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Of course, I sympathize, but I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement. She's a
Hell yeah.
negotiator. Just float a favor at her. Insinuate.
Surely there's some other way to demonstrate our law enforcement
I
credentials.
will be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something very tangible.
You're in, but expect her to drive a hard bargain.
Like what?
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez. The Union controls the terminal, so it goes to reason.
They're profiting from this trade.
The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your authority and resources might turn over the right stones. Or you can recover your badge. Though if I may be blunt with you, it sounds like that may be a lost cause.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Excuse me for a moment, madame.
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective.
How did you hope it would go?
Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not volunteer us to be her henchman.
Really? I thought it was going so well.
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
He doesn't let it show, but there is a limit to how much the consequences of your unprofessional behavior can cost the investigation.
I'm sorry for putting us in this situation. I'll handle it. What do you propose? That we don't investigate the drug trafficking? We could just, find my badge. Let's get back to her then.
I'm sure you will, Detective.
Oh, it's auto-saving. That's not great.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? This reality.
Alright, no. It's related to that medical. No time to explain. Just give me the lowdown.
No, but please. A little context. We're not in such a hurry.
I am. It's related to a medical episode. I try to remember basic terms of reality.
Yes. The episode. Sounds like an acute case of encephalopathy, now that I think of it.
Don't be phased, madame. He functions perfectly well. He only needs a lowdown on all of reality.
We may be here a while then. Ask away, officer. I'll help however I can.
All right, we're in. I know these all look good, but begin with the first, okay?
Where are we?
We're in Martinez, baby.
Baby?
A casual term of endearment popular among the 50-plus crowd. It's a disco holdover, pay it no heed.
I'm a disco holdover myself.
Aren't we all?
And what is Martinez?
Martinez is a district of Revachol. A very small district tucked away near the industrial harbour. North of the 881 and Jamrock. You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten even. Shelled to smithereens during the Revolution. It has its charms, just not this time of year.
You mentioned a sea. What sea is this?
It's not really a sea, it's the Bay of Revachol. And the bay feeds into the ocean.
Are we near the ocean?
Yes. We're on an island in an ocean. The world's largest body of water. The Insulindic.
I thought you said this was an archipelago.
Lukewarm and unknowable, flowing in and out of sight.
What's the name of this island?
Caillou, as you already know. Imagine a pebble. A smoothed-over pebble amidst a great blue sea. Misshapen, cracked. The cracks are the River Esperance. We're in the delta of this river, on the 6th branch. The Martinez distributary.
It is clear this pebble is of enormous value to her.
Okay, that's Martinez. What's Revachol?
Revachol? Revachol is what you call a city.
What kind of city is Revachol?
Great kind.
As if it's self-explanatory, beyond patriotism, a fact.
What makes Revachol great?
History detective. They built this city to resolve
On rock and roll?
history. Our part in it, at least. Our centuries.
Okay, who built this
The
city?
nations of the Occident, or migrant workers from Seminine and Ile Marat, depending on your creed.
When?
In the DeLorean century. 380
Back
years
to the
ago.
future. And why will it resolve
They
history?
say it's where the terrible questions of our time will be answered. The tensions are highest, the fault lines deepest. By that I mean conflicts. Ideological conflicts. The stuff of men.
Why here?
We are standing on a fertile, self-sufficient island able to sustain up to 200 million people in the middle of the Insulindic Ocean, the world's connective tissue. It's where the money is.
So we're on the periphery, basically nobody's.
Speak for yourself, officer. I'm well known in certain parts. As to the place, you're right. We are 22 kilometers from the center of the world. That soldering iron is the Bank of the World building. The bottom floors are Insiacom. Coalition government, Insulindian Mission Command.
Look to see.
Silence. She lowers her hand. The water, the light. It's as though you're seeing it for the first time. There is no recognition, only the immensity of the sea and the cold radiating from it.
I don't know any of
We
this.
are where we are. I have no truer answer to give, unfortunately.
I should closely skin her.
This is one thought you need to complete. Where are you?
Was there something else you wanted to know? I remember something about a loadout.
This has been informative. Thank you, ma'am. I'm sure my memory-impaired partner has many more questions to ask, about even more fundamental aspects of reality. Might I suggest not asking them all right now? Ma'am, Messier will be here later too, and tomorrow. Isn't that true, ma'am?
Absolutely. My commitment here is long-term.
But won't I be lazy? You're right.
It's better not to eat all your candy at once.
Indeed. I'm always at your service.
That's all for now.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else?
That's all for now.
Of course, Detective.
Ooh. Rivershaw Special Administration Region Le Caillou, the Insulindian Ocean Coalition Government, Insulindian Mission Command. Name after name, and none of them is familiar. They seem real, but something is wrong. You feel like a kid looking at stickers on the fridge. Truvant, the Apricot Company, World Games 34. You can almost see your hand reaching out for them. Scratch at the corners. See if they peel loose. This feels like the most important of all thoughts. The one you truly must complete. Unlock a new slot. Oh. How? 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 But. Okay, the day's almost over. Probably gonna take the rest of the day to get back.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. Why?
Why must we stop?
I'll know someday, Kim. I'll know someday.
Can I help you?
You see, a heavy steel, the cobalt blues. The door does not.
I can talk to this person. What money?
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
Not now.
Oh, excuse me. Do you have something better to do than lust for sweet syrupy rum and lemonade? With a twist of lemon? Maybe lime. Maybe who cares? Just rum.
Ooh, thank you for the lurk, Darth. Hope it's a good movie.
The worker is in a deep slumber. Perhaps he's on his way to where you just came from, into the primordial darkness.
Physical instrument. Oh, It takes so long for time to do things that time do. Anyone upstairs?
The door is closed. Still no answer. Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance. He doesn't like where this is going. You should punch a fucking hole in it. The murmur in your ears recedes slowly. Your breathing normalizes. That's one lucky door. This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside.
Hmm. Hmm. Oh, my door's locked. Well, back downstairs we go. Guard, I can't help but notice that my door's locked. Would you have anything to do with that? Is it because I still owe you like $200 or $300 or real? Huh. I'll make it up to you. I sing you karaoke. There's a sad song I'm looking for though. I haven't found it yet, but when I do, I got you. I'm waiting for this 1 minute to flip over so I can talk to Kim about the debrief at the end of the day. It's kind of taking a long time, and I'm wondering if maybe time passes like faster when I'm doing things. Because it feels like it's been like maybe a minute, like real time actually, and it's still not switching over yet. So, I can. Wait.
You see a heavy. You see the door doesn't. The door does.
I don't really understand. Is it because I'm in here? If I leave. Oh, if I go look at the horse statue again.
An old monument stands in the middle. The more you ask yourself, the less you.
Well, that was demoralizing.
Yes? What do you want to know?
Why are we on the same case?
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
His disdain is clear. This man would not use such an expression otherwise.
What do you mean?
Don't know. I assumed you were in on
it. Tell me about
What's there to say? It's just stupidity.
it. Kind of stupidity.
The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here. and now it's come to its natural conclusion.
So this struggle over who runs Martinez.
Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to Police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
So he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary.
I wonder what it says about me. Teacher license style. There can only be one conclusion. I'm the finest, a case-solving machine sent to outperform you in every way imaginable. It must be an augury, an apocalyptic omen sent by my people. Can you guess my message? Don't be scared, but I think I might have supernatural abilities. Oh, I have an unbelievable kill count. I'm gonna leave why I was sent unspecified.
No.
It would be bloodletting of unimaginable proportions. Unimaginable. I don't.
Was there anything else you wanted to ask about the competition? If not, we should move. Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
He's actually glad it's addressed now.
We should think about calling it today, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
I haven't paid the cafeteria manager for damages
Should
yet.
take care of that then.
But I don't have the
Let's
money.
talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the street. We'll figure something out.
Okay.
Though he finds this situation frustrating, he is doing his best to not make you feel any worse than you already do.
He's a good fella. Justice for Kim. Go to bed, gardener lady.
Can I help you?
So about that money I owe.
Yes. Have you got it?
I would just wonder if we could come to some sort of arrangement for tonight.
Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
I'll pay you back tomorrow. I'm in on this
As a
cup.
police officer, you must understand that I cannot take you at your word without evidence. Evidence being money. You can't stay here without money.
I still have my key, you know.
Good luck trying to use it.
$1, still back of the counter.
All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with a master key before your guest key will open the lock.
This conversation isn't going anywhere, is it?
Not until you bring me the money.
Okay. I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
I really didn't want to resort to this. The man is thinking.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio mic.
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport enclosure.
Transport enclosure. Regular people just call it the cage.
Look
The
into
pin
place.
at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark.
Sparkle,
I
sparkle.
confiscated this for a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
The
Thank you.
lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
Hey, creepy fella.
Greetings on this fine night.
How
What
come you-
brings you here?
How come you're still
The
open?
pawn shop is always open.
Nope, still no clue. You obviously haven't been doing enough drugs lately.
Yes, we'd like to sell these hubcaps.
Those sure are words you said just now.
They sure are, aren't they? You obviously haven't been doing enough drugs lately.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them. The spinners appear iridescent in the dancing light of his pawn shop.
Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for them? Jump a misc banger? No matter. I'll give you 200 real.
That's so much I need.
No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you.
The lieutenant explains as the pawnbroker opens the register and counts cash.
Of course, I meant no offense. 200 real for you, officer. Delightful doing business with you. Do come again.
Thank you.
Takes the cash and
Here's the
transfer.
130 real you need for your
Oh, that's all I needed?
Do not waste it.
The rest goes in his
The
pocket.
windfall is a small consolation.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
I have a fascinating photo of a corpse here.
Oh, no. I don't like those kinds of objects. No sale.
Do you know what the tattoos mean?
Photic paths, counter-radiance networks, anti-magnetism. It's darkness. That's all I know. Sell me something lighter. Another time, perhaps.
Can I thank him?
Yes?
What? Help with what? What'd you do? What'd you break? How'd you fix it?
Can I help you? Yes. Have you got it?
Toad it off.
Well,
I had a feeling.
great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow.
He's not sorry about his behavior for your sake. Now that you have money, he really wants to make sure you're not angry with him.
The electronic lock to your room has been disabled till 9 p.m. tomorrow.
I don't remember that episode. I wanted to be like, yeah, like relate, but I can't remember it. Ad starts in 1 minute.
Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night.
Okay.
I'll take a room here too.
He opens his wallet.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you?
I saw another
Another
thing.
thing. Great. I love those. Yes.
No, I lied.
Yes?
Tell me about the case
What do
again.
you want to know? No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
Why not?
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
What else for is what more do you need? Personally, I think labor disputes are very mysterious. So the case probably isn't mysterious, but could it be sexy?
As you know, there was considerable interest in this case at my station, but probably not for the reasons you have in mind.
Cut this boring stuff off immediately. You know what this case is about.
Are you sure there's not some sex angle we should be considering?
Good point. Martinez is famed for its occult sex murder rates.
Aha!
Get on it immediately.
Oh, really? That's mega sexy. It doesn't have to be a cult. It can just be sex murder. It doesn't have to be murder. It can just be sex. That's a quote. It doesn't have to be murder. It can just be sex.
That's commendable. Was there anything else?
No. He's basically challenging you to sex it up with some lurid twist. Don't get right into it. Sit on it a bit. Then hit him with it.
Actually, I have all I know for now. Giggity. It's even, but it's low. If I bump my Inland Empire, though.
Only banal things strike you. At the core, you're a very banal person with a very small soul.
Okay, well, that's
One
helpful.
you should be ashamed of. It's no wonder the soft one doesn't want it back. He's right to abandon you.
Oh. I want to talk about you.
Me?
Yes,
I
you.
don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
Binoclard. What does that mean? Work better together if we have more rapport.
That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
Tell me a secret about yourself. Ask you.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do with the lieutenant's eyebrow.
What's happening to me?
Something the matter, detective?
This guy's got authority off the charts. With just the flick of his eyebrow, he's able to make you his thrall.
So what can I do about it?
Nothing. You better hope he doesn't abuse his authority. There's a lot of it.
Except your thraldom.
The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
You're wearing glasses.
That's correct.
That makes him a binoclard.
Binoclard.
Completely uncocked material, if you say so yourself.
I'm not going to call them. Glasses are cool.
Are they? They are mostly just cumbersome.
You could use a good, normal pair yourself.
You don't look like other people around
It's
here.
because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic.
What's Seal?
It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical
Right.
entity and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting.
You're only making it sound uninteresting. I still want to know more about it.
You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. I'm a regular Revacholier.
He's glad to have shut down your question.
Do you ever talk with yourself?
What do you mean?
You know, when you're thinking, do you ever have conversations with, like, your brain?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So, how do you know... So you're saying your brain never just chimes in with advice or warnings or anything?
I can't say that it does, no. When I need to think, I just use my notebook.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. That's where his conversations with himself take place. You're super lucid, yet psychedelic. You don't need office supplies to connect to your nervous system. You're special.
That's all for now.
Let's change the subject.
After calling it a day. Oh, okay. The smell of the sea makes you dizzy. Hey, my other shoe! Although I like the shoes I got though. What does it say? Join him in the world and ranks back after 2 when you're calling it a day.
Yes?
Okay. Well, I guess that's it.
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Good night, Lieutenant.
Just a moment. You had some questions earlier, I believe. And
This is
besides,
the balcony?
we should discuss our progress on the investigation. Let's
Well.
go out to the balcony.
Alright, let's go. Now we go to the balcony.
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then,
Where shall we begin? We should talk about the investigation, first and foremost.
You're a smoker?
But I also remember you wanting to discuss the RCM.
I didn't know you smoked.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
How'd you get so cool, Kim?
You mean this? This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will and unhealthy.
Keeping the habit within the parameters he's given himself takes a lot of focus. It would be easier to simply quit.
I think I might want to pick up smoking. Do you have any more cigarettes?
I apologize, but I only brought one with me. I have exactly one cigarette every night while going over my notes.
Right then.
Yes, it's been a long and eventful day.
How do you think today went?
Well, we inspected the victim's body, so that's good. It was not easily approachable in that state, but we did it. Our inspection could have been more thorough, as it always can, but we have some leads we can follow up on. Then you shot him in the chest, which wasn't ideal, and we still have to get him down from the tree.
I may have a little out of
Being
practice.
sober also tends to help with precision. But moving on to the interviews, we weren't able to find the union leader, Everard Clare, much less interview him. So that's on the to-do list for tomorrow.
Yeah.
We talked to Joyce Messier, but didn't get any information from her. I have a feeling Joyce knows how dangerous the situation really is. We have to get her to talk to us. Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
I have a really good theory about why you're running so fast, son. Just you wait until we get up tomorrow.
I'm trying for a long distance run. I want to raise money for a charity. Yeah, that's just how we roll in Precinct 41. I don't know why I do things I do, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. I like to waste time, you know. My mom moves fast and the rest has to try to keep up. I'm trying for
It's impressive, to say the least. For a man your age, especially.
nods thoughtfully, tapping his finger on his cigarette.
Those are some stylish shoes too, by the way. Those loafers. Must be hard to run indoors like you do.
He smiles suddenly. Aw. So what are our powers exactly, the RCM?
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
1,000. Why not more?
The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We are not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Ravachol.
That'd be an easy power to abuse.
Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM.
Okay, what
We
else?
can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station call slip. It prevents confusion.
Hello.
and recording.
I hope she's having a great night. It's Tuesday night. How can you be sure the arrestee will show up?
You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, this seems most...
She's doing fine. I think I mentioned, but I don't think she used. I guess the bathroom. She didn't pee or poop at all while she was down here. Because when we found her, she went past the food, the water, the treats, and went right into the litter box for like a solid minute or two. Came out, laid on the cold floor, was breathing heavy for a couple minutes, then went back into the litter box before she finally started going to the food and water and treats. She was hacking tonight. Yeah. She sounded like she had like a hairball tonight, but she seems to be doing fine.
When power calls you, you come.
Huh?
But power itself is a fragile trick of perception.
What? We lost the cat, Francois. We couldn't find her for days. Specifically like 2.5 days. She ended up just being in the basement though. You know, we're down here all the time. And we were called out to her. We tore the basement apart looking for her and looking for something else completely unrelated. Never found her. And then we were down here the other night playing games, and we went up for bed, and Rory found her. Just sitting under the stairs. Our stairs are completely open down here. She's just under the stairs on top of a tote. What are you, how, what, when, how, where did you come from? Where? I don't know. It was a rough couple days.
As you may have gathered from the fact that we are expected to carry a record of our kills, like the one in your watermarks, we are permitted to use whatever force is necessary, and strongly admonished not to abuse that power.
Who makes all these
The
rules?
coalition government, and the moral intern more broadly.
Welcome back, Darth. How was the movie? What movie was it?
The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less.
His gaze is absently fixed on a window below that just went dark.
Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Ravachol or the coalition government founded the RCM.
Let's say it was the citizens.
Be sentimental if you like. Either way, the moral intern leases us the right to keep the peace in this city, and they will take it away if we misuse it.
Moral intern, what is that?
The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed.
If I didn't know, how would you describe them? I really don't know. That's how bad it is in here.
Okay. They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP.
Insane Cloud Posse?
most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
What do they believe in?
What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue.
They believe in the future.
Set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
What's their symbol?
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline.
The old Wolverine origins.
Gauge what they want you to think of them.
It's been a long time since I've seen that one. Is that... That's not the one with Deadpool, is it? Like, before the Deadpool movies, where they sew his mouth shut?
Something ominous. Something even a little feminine.
The shitty Deadpool? Is
in a
it?
strict manner.
Who's Dolores
A
D?
historic figure, the author of the modern age. You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me.
For you, she is something painful, though it's hard to say why.
Dolores. Ex-wife? That's why Deadpool 2 goes back in time and shoots that Deadpool. John's Paradise. Congratulations. Is that Deadpool 2 he does that, or is that the end of Deadpool 1? No, it's Deadpool 2, isn't he? He steals Cable's whatever it is. Yeah. I wanted to say Vortex Manipulator, but that's the wrong IP. What do you think of
Moral
that?
intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen.
That's right.
There's some kind of affection in him.
You like the moral intern.
Yes, I did, when I was younger. In my 20s, I considered myself a moralist. A blue forget-me-not, a piece of the sky. They're not all that bad. But the years have changed that. I don't know what I believe in now. No, I believe in the RCM. That's enough for me.
I have an opinion.
Do you?
Lieutenant arches his brows and pulls on his cigarette. It's a slim white thing in his fingers. I know what a cigarette is. Things are bad out there, points to the safe. We need them here, giving us the right to police Revachol. They've done an awful job here. Have you seen the place? This isn't humanism. We're stooges of the world's biggest bourgeois organization protecting bourgeois rights. Immigrants, liberal kips, fucking men are turned into women. Oh, Jesus. One second. I don't have an opinion. Forget about it.
No. We are stooges of the world's biggest bourgeois organization, protecting the people of Revachol. That's the hand we were dealt. Without the MI, we would be common vigilantes.
So.
Be nice.
Yes. Yeah, vigilante sounds bad because you made it sound like you think it is bad.
Sadly, it is what we already are to the people of Martinez. Most of them, at least, especially the Union. Vigilantes.
And I want you to
expect
like
our
me.
job here to prove quite challenging.
The lights of the orphan district are reflected in his glasses. The
The
red
orphan
and gold
district?
orbs of the
Oh, they call this
slide
an orphan district.
curls on the
Okay.
street
Oh,
from
yikes
east to west
forever.
As Revachol commutes back to the suburbs. Tomorrow is Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Monday is over.
Today is Tuesday.
The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag. This soldier is the highlight of the day for me, he thinks. This little stick right here.
Oh,
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Kuno. It's different inland. in Jamrock and the GRIH.
Why are they like this? Why does Kuno suck?
It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company, not daring to come here more often. This place has fallen between the cracks, the jurisdictions of our two precincts.
And in Jamrock and the GRIH.
We run this city. West of the river is RCM land.
He looks at the dark silhouette of the equestrian monument cutting into the night sky.
It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works. Our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate.
Night. Captain Bartholomew Price steps into the yard. A piebald horse waits by the motor carriage, chewing oats out of an oat bag. Seagulls fly overhead. The sky is black. Captain Price wears a black suit and a standard patrol coat as he mounts the horse to head home. Rows of houses on either side, hunching over the sidewalks, and Precinct 41 with its dome roof growing distant. Around him, the streets are silent. A kid on the corner waves at the captain as he takes the turn on Petition and Main. The horse neighs. The captain nods back. Thanks, kid, he thinks. He's grateful.
So at least do some good. We won't change it. Our investigation will help improve the situation here. At least do some good.
Me too. But I wouldn't count on any trust.
Good as a good cause. Really get Kim to trust you. Hell yeah. I like Kim.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
This is stove a cigarette and looks to the door. Oh, we can level something up. What should we level up? What should we level up? Can't I? What should we level up? Logic's maxed. What do we have to redo? That needs encyclopedia. That needs encyclopedia. Electrochemistry. Empathy. Maybe we should do empathy. Oh, there's so much more of these we can do. Why don't we do empathy? Where is it? Empathy.
Hey. Psst.
Ooh, me?
Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
Again?
Yes, you're ready to start building communism again. You've built it before. They've built it before. Hasn't really worked out yet. But neither has love. Should we just stop building love, too?
Well, it's worked out really well for me. I'm a love winner.
Good. We need tender men like you building gargantuan communism. Word on the street is it's going to be 10,000 times larger than any communism previously attempted by human beings.
How come
Is that
there's
right?
how come there's word on the street? What have you sent me? Dead Zone Rogue. Don't look at this random commercial that's playing. For I don't even know. This is store.steampowered.com.
You look like a bright one.
I like meth. I like meth.
Okay. How come there's word on the
You
street?
keep saying things like Down with the bourgeoisie. Eat the rich. Sodomize the landowners. Impale all people who have more than 25
Oh,
in their pocket.
I have 38.
Literally murder all human beings, regardless of their political beliefs. That kind of stuff.
I've said some mildly left-wing things, but none of those. Alright, that does sound like me. I would say down with bourgeoisie and eat the rich. I've never heard sodomize the landowners, but yeah, sure, why not? Impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pockets seems a little extreme, especially with literally murder all human beings regardless of their political beliefs. Yeah, that sounds like me.
Funky style. Very funky. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder?
Okie dokie. Enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the resub for 53 months. You freak. I love you. I hope you have a fantastic night. Start building communism. Opt in. I'm just too tired. I don't have it in me. I'm beat down and broken. Opt out. First, what's this communism even about?
It's about failure.
Failure?
Yes. Abject failure. Total, irreversible defeat on all fronts. Absolutely vanquished. Beaten. Curb stomped and pissed on. Until you came along. You will reverse the fortune of the workers of the world. You alone. Against every living thing. Against every human alive. 800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class. Towering city blocks of bankmen who have the ears of prime ministers. Million-headed armies of nations and the love of your own mother.
Love of my mother.
You against the atom, the charm and the spin. Where the whole world failed. Matter failed to bend to human will. Human will failed to get out of bed and tie its laces. You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last communist. Now get to work, comrade.
Okay. I mean, anyone have an opinion on this? I don't know what it does. In the context of the game. I think some communist things are good. But you heard him, comrade. Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah.
Good enough for me.
And the animal wagon's ready.
Wait, what? Firing squads? You didn't say anything about those. We'll just sleep further and breathe in the pristine air.
Too late to back out now. You can't make an omelette without breaking a few million eggs.
Bear omelet. I don't know. Fucking Mazovian socioeconomics. Sure. I don't know how to... Oh. Unlock a new slot to research the thought. How? Look at all these slots I can unlock. How do I do... Wait. I'm gonna do a quick Google. How do I unlock slots? How to unlock slots. What? I don't even know. But I guess. Disco Elysium. There are boxes above the 3 they already gave you. Highlight one of them and use a skill point to unlock it. Oh, I'm going to use a skill point to unlock it. Okie smoky. Well, I don't have any skill points. So I guess I'll have to level up again. Okay. See you in the morning, Kim. Have a good night. I love you. Bye.
This fan has 2 chain pull switches, or has it been consigned there as punishment?
Someday
The
I'll
bed
get
is
that
cold
towel.
and not particularly inviting.
Can I wait? Boo?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Wait.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, the chain cutters slip out of your hands as you attempt to twist the faucet into place. Well, you know one thing for sure. You've probably never been a plumber.
My hands, I guess. Can't shower, huh? Okay, well, I guess I'll just go into bed. Nighty night.
The bed is cold, and the sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes.
We didn't get like a housekeeping. I wonder if it's gonna do a thing.
And then sleep. And then sleep doesn't come.
But I want to sleep.
Obviously, you're in bed with your eyes closed, but it's not happening.
Why?
Maybe it's the bed's fault.
Check the pillow.
Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly.
Check the blanket.
It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing. Under your thrumming eyelids, you see a dizzying array of colors. You won't get off this carousel quite so easily.
Roll over to the other
It's
side.
a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it?
Who killed him? Who?
Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves.
No more thoughts. Fall asleep now.
Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming.
Why am I outside? It's a dark picture. I don't know if I can use that for the thumbnail or not. Am I going to the body? Oh, Kuno's not there. Little scamp. Oh, it's me. Shoot. Fudge. Shoot, fudge. No way, I don't want
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
what is this?
What it says on the can, Harry. Answer the question.
I was born in a hospital where people usually go to
You're
die.
not kidding anyone, Harry. You don't remember shit. Tell me.
You can't be me. You have a tie, and I have a cool hat. Oh. Said who? I left. I was left. Tell me what this is! I'm not answering before you tell me who you are.
You know who I am. I'm the bad day. The one where you ask her. And then later in the streets. Wandering. It's the worst day of all time, Harry dear. And it's coming. She will hear about it on the phone. Reality will turn into a grotesque nightmare. This will be the last thing you did to her. Tell me, do you remember the love of your life?
You said... Who?
Do you remember the warmth of her thighs, between her legs and in her mouth?
I was left.
That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there. One hand on the bottle and the other on your dick.
Jesus.
Watching her go. Let it all be dragged away from you. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
I can get it all back.
No, it's gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium.
What's Elysium?
Everything. The Pale and the Islas. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
I've talked to you before.
No, Harry. You were just talking to yourself. That's all you ever do. Even in your dreams. And the act is wearing thin. The spots of the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time. Sweating up the bed. Stinky boy.
I forgot about the Olympic system. I hate the Olympic system. I can come back from this.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. Bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
I'm trying to solve this case.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
God, there's another type?
Oh yes, party boy, and it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Fucking limbic system. Maybe I should have taken my clothes off before I got up. Or went to bed, rather.
Good going, buddy.
What the hell was that?
Oh, just a dream. You have ones like that all the time. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
What the hell's going on with me?
You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
Why is this happening?
It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more.
Kuno probably has more.
Stay strong. The hangover will wear off. You don't need to keep doing this to yourself.
Wait, what is speed? I need to get more of it then. Detecting is my life. Oh, I can take this. I'm not going to go looking for speed.
Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week. Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired.
That's a lie. I can do this without the speed. Half the town won't be dead.
Suit yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your spark. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. This fan has 2 chain or has it been consigned there as punishment? The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Did I break it with my own hands?
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent.
Ball. What did this then?
More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
Assess the size of the impact.
It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. The shoe you found on the balcony fits the hole almost as well as your foot. It would have also been heavy enough if thrown with force. Congratulations, you smashed the window with your own shoe.
Maybe I try to hit something.
Just maybe you succeeded. We'll never know. Or maybe you were trying to smash your own reflection in the window pane. The door is closed.
What happened to the girl in room number 3? Oh, hello. Hey Kim, good morning. I had a wonderful dream last night.
Looks like we can get to work at once. The Union muscle turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them.
Are these the men Gart told us about yesterday?
I completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty, just like the manager said. One loose thread less to worry about. And one big problem to replace it.
Let's roll.
One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
Good. A power move. Purposefully concentrate on something else first. But aren't you curious to know what they have to say about the murder?
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real?
Yes.
Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
How could anyone forget, asshole?
Okay, half-light. Fine.
Just a moment.
No, we'll turn it back to the cafeteria manager.
And there's no public phones nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
Cafeteria manager appears genuinely apologetic.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway. I'm glad to see you again, dear.
The lady is distressed. Perhaps something more upbeat might cheer her up.
Howdy, Lena. What's kicking? Good day, ma'am. Everything all right? Sorry, ma'am. I didn't mean to eavesdrop on your conversation. Tell me, how might I make it up to you? You seem busy. I'll come back later.
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working.
A faint smile tells you she appreciates the effort, but at the moment her mind is on more serious matters.
The union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
Wait, what's wrong with the phone line?
The manager was vague about it.
Why would he be vague about phone problems? This is something to look into later. Ask God, maybe.
Why'd you need to use the phone anyway?
To let the young woman who's house sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them. I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
Sounds more like a side thing. I need to take care of my main thing, then I'll get back to this. Okay, I'll buy it. Has your husband gone missing before?
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully.
A cold breeze hisses through dense thickets of reeds. Something sweet in it, somnolent. A damp chill goes down your spine. When you look around, you're still in the whirling in rags.
But you have more important things to worry about.
She glanced out the window toward the bay. Tell me about him.
Oh dear. I'm not sure where to begin.
What does your husband look like?
Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his eyes are always bright and curious, like a small boy's. And his palms are quite coarse from all the field work, but he's quite gentle.
It's always a challenge to describe the person you know best in the world.
Let's try again. If I were trying to meet him on the street, what would I look for?
Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame. And he has longish white hair, usually a bit uncombed. You might say wild, even.
The lieutenant pulls out his notebook and begins jotting down the woman's description.
One other thing, he'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the reeds, you know, just in case.
How long have you been married?
We'll be celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn.
Aw.
Not the most numerically satisfying anniversary, but I like the less obvious milestones even more somehow.
How'd the two of you meet?
By a dating agency, I'm ashamed to say. I was looking to get back into the scene after recovering from my accident, and he'd just divorced. We hit it off, and, well, here we are.
She's skipping over some important parts. Perhaps you'll find out more later.
I think I have all the information I need. Let's move on.
Hope I've been useful.
What's this expedition your husband was
Just
on?
some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect. But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the water lock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday. What could be keeping them?
Wait, who's this Gary person? Do you trust him?
Oh, sweetie, it's nothing like that. Gary's as loyal as they come. I trust him with my husband's life any day.
Are they in a rough neighborhood?
There's a nameless old fishing village nearby, but we've never had any trouble there before. There is a lot of crime around here, isn't there?
I can't say it's the best part of town, but I wouldn't worry too much about a pair of grown men traveling together.
The lieutenant doesn't want to agitate the woman. Do it. Find her husband. This will surely lead to a cryptozoological mystery with that extremely rare insect.
Sounds like police business. I'll help you find your husband.
Are you sure we have time to go chasing after bug hunters just now? I did suggest we play it cool, but...
I'm bound to uphold it. I've got a premonition that this missing scientist is connected to our main case. We'd take a break from the hanged man for a little while. It's just police work.
I sincerely doubt it. Still, I suppose it won't hurt to keep an eye out.
Oh, thank you, officers. Truly, I'll be right here if you come across any sign of Morel.
So your husband's some kind of scientist?
Oh, yes. A zoologist. A cryptozoologist, to be more precise.
It's cryptozoology.
It's a
Zoology.
pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research into mythological beasts and urban legends.
Okay, well, that's kind of rude to say around forever.
That's one opinion, yes. And people are entitled to their opinions.
Elena, you're a saint.
My apologies, ma'am. I did not mean to undermine your hobby.
Okay, don't call it a hobby. You've undermined it once again, Kim.
It's not a hobby, dear. It's a subfield of zoology, one specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare that many assume them to be extinct or even fictitious. Searching for such species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless, and frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research.
She's completely internalized her husband's struggles. They are her own.
You could convince her to tell you about some cool cryptids.
Sometimes the most charming thing you can do is be reasonable in your requests.
Tell me about just one interesting cryptid.
I suppose you could use a break and I could use a distraction.
One cryptid, like you said. One. This can't turn into some kind of cryptid extravaganza. We have things to do.
Cryptid extravaganza? I like the sound of that. Okay, Kim, just one little cryptid, promise.
He nods and assumes a waiting posture. Cryptids, cryptids. Let's hear about all the interesting cryptids.
I mean, yeah, I feel that.
Tough choice there.
Biggest cryptid, tiniest cryptid, most dangerous cryptid. Is that cryptid on this pen you gave me? Take out the pen she gave you. I give it back to her, but are there any invisible cryptids? This has been educational, sadly.
Yes. It's the kind green ape. Half war story, half undiscovered species in the genus Homo.
War story?
Yes, it was reported by soldiers in South Safra during the war. The kind green ape would visit bunkers during the night, healing wounded soldiers with its saliva.
Wow, with its saliva?
Yes, it has amazing healing qualities. Some soldiers reported growing back limbs, regaining their sight.
There's something about an undiscovered subspecies of man?
Indeed, there is. It's our closest relative among the cryptids. Same taxonomic family, different genus.
I'd pronounce it genus.
The green ape is a species with which we share a common ancestor, and that evolved parallel to our own, just like your partners.
I don't want to be mean to her, but
The lieutenant looks at you, pleasantly surprised.
Oh, no, I didn't mean to imply that Saelites are inferior to us in many ways. You are superior. For example, your earwax doesn't have a foul odor like ours does.
A tremendous evolutionary I'm sure. But perhaps we've had enough speculative biology for today.
this is educational. Sadly, we need to discuss on this.
Of course,
because I told Kim we'd only do one cryptid. Tell me about this rare insect your husband's looking for.
Sweetie, it's fascinating, but I shouldn't bore you with entomological minutiae.
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance.
You're right, I don't have time to insect facts. Let's talk about something else.
Of course, dear.
That's all for now. Tomatoes are so thinly sliced you could see through them.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
You know what's behind that door?
He looks up at you, then looks away quickly. shrugging and muttering something to himself. Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door.
Stay masculine, I guess.
Let me handle this.
So there's a crowd in the mess hall before turning to you.
Detective disorientated. Are you still wondering where you are? This is Martinez, in case you've forgotten. I advise you not to overstay your welcome.
You lied to me. You're not a gardener.
That's right. I am not a gardener. I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union. So let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy? You think he has information that will help you? Maybe he does. That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming. Nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her.
Why are you so aggressive?
Aggressive? You make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers.
So you were spying on us, and now you represent murder suspects. Just dock workers.
Listen, you moral intern lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're their bodyguards.
Fuck yeah.
The tall, broad-shouldered man takes a sip of his beer.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders.
Well, it needs a financial buffer, so you need to get emotional. Privatization is not unlawful. It's cool and funny. Maybe you're just not historic individuals. I don't know where you heard that, but it's wrong. The RCM is principled and strong, unlike your socialists. You socialists. I like that. Good start. Let's take it a step further. Armed uprising. What are the union's plans? Yeah, let's do that. Let's ask those questions.
Look, a comedian. Do your job, ask your questions, then get out of Martinez.
Strange. It's as if people don't believe a cop could be a socialist revolutionary.
What's your role in it? What are you going to do to me? Not satisfied with the approach.
What are we going to do to you?
It's a cold... She starts laughing. It's a cold laughter devoid of joy.
Why did you say that? Did you forget you're a cop? Again?
The union isn't going to do anything to you. It is not a crime syndicate. It is a labor organization.
Goddamn right it is.
If anything, it is the RCM who do things to people. But we digress.
What's your role in all
like
this?
I already told you, I'm a legal counselor.
What if I want to talk to
you?
you?
No significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one.
What a bitch. She was nice to me yesterday, and now she's a bitch. It's a bowl. They're spitting it, reeking of tobacco. See hawthorn bushes outside. Those men are overalls toting guns and union placards.
Behind the dock workers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
Squint.
There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to open
Ad
it
starts
to
in 1
screen.
minute.
It's still too cold outside.
It's not time yet. What does that mean? Can I talk to you yet? Gotta spend money, make money. That's right. Yeah, whatever. Kuno, I'm gonna come bother you. Oh, it's snowing. Yeah, back at it again, huh?
Fuck does Kuno care?
What's going on is an ungovernable youth on your crime scene, throwing around incendiary language, trying to push your buttons.
Kuno, you must have seen all kinds of things throwing stones here. Want to help the RCM bust a murderer?
Fuck no.
Okay.
They've almost made you a snitch now.
Ease off, see? Kuno always takes the bullet over the hammer.
He nods, big boy style, incredibly proud of himself.
Kuno doesn't
Kuno, I hate your guts.
Can't believe you didn't take the shot. Fucking coward. Waved a gun like a clown. Next time you point that
She continues to be here. All due to you being a coward and not shooting her. The contempt is thick enough to cut through with a knife. This kid is way, way worse than the other one.
That might be true.
The man before you is naked. There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots, anywhere from 6 to 12 pins.
Maybe someone else knows something. I did this. Sure the game Renee got started playing you through the petanque balls far in this. But you know what? I wonder if I can. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a. Why didn't that work? Do I have to work on that one?
Water would be nice.
Yikes forever.
Oh. Uh-huh. Likely story. Roll the clip.
I will fuck your dad. I swear to God, do not be knocking on shit. I hate it.
You'll do what?
What time is it? It's 2. We do need to wrap up, guys.
Oh, okay. Just making sure I heard correctly.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you.
No, I'm not gonna kick it. It's a good mailbox. Did a bitch stutter? Maybe a little. Why can't... Oh, 'cause stairs. T's. S-T-U-T-T-E-R. Stutter.
Top of the morning to you. How may I be of service?
Can I not buy stuff? You sure do.
Sure thing. My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
needle in a haystack.
You,
With Kim here too. That just sounded really, really bad.
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
He's not telling you the whole story. It seems he's trying to spare you.
You
I feel like
were
there's something you're
quiet
not telling me.
yourself, officer.
What was I like?
You were very distraught. You said the gun was a threat to your life and that you can't trust yourself with it tonight. And that you need the money.
Ooh.
When I said that I don't normally buy firearms, you put the gun barrel in your mouth and sort of sucked on it. Then I agreed to take it.
You sucked on a gun? Good. Very normal.
Good. 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 Wait, how much did I sell the gun for? Perhaps is the best of us, I guess. I really should have killed myself. Maybe I still would one of these days. So sorry you had to see me in that state. We don't have to talk about it any further.
No apologies necessary, officer.
Thanks for the review.
Sure, man.
Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your Copo type.
Wait, there are couple types?
Yes. Guess what's yours?
Well, cop? Some kind of weapon cop? Sorry. Cop? Sorry, cop? I'm sorry. I'm not sure. I'm sorry you had to monitor me. Cop?
No, you're the sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we? Huge lack of enthusiasm going on in here.
Okay, but what are the other couple types? Won't the other couple types be jealous? Sorry. I shouldn't fucking, they should be sorry. I'm sorry.
Of course you are. It's okay. See if you can get something out of this, like info. Or maybe every time you say you're sorry, you get something.
I'd be a bajillionaire.
That won't happen.
Oh, fuck. Well. It's DEI. Machine, antique cash register.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others. The boomboxes on the shelf look well-loved and well-traveled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels.
One
especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says Stereo 8 approved. This is you. Golden orange. A sunset suite. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
If police work means playing tapes, sure. You can use it for that. Or any other time you'd need to play a tape.
Like a beach party. With sand and sun and seagulls dancing on the breeze.
Theoretically, could I bring it to a beach party?
Theoretically, yes. But we don't have time right now. It's generally murder investigation first, then beach party.
You're right. Work first, party
That
later.
is the unofficial RCM motto, yes.
I don't know if I've been much further. Oh, it's in there. Who's this? Auto lock out of order until Wednesday. Oh, I was supposed to talk to a guard about the phone. Close. Composure. -1 authority. Embarrassment to the party research time. Temporary research bonus. Sort of piece of shit. Cop, penitent, flagellant, cop. I don't want to read all. Let's talk to this fella. Hey. Should be going to bed.
You, officers. A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between them. His posture is relaxed. Despite his powerful build and a knife in his hand, this man resorts to physical intimidation only infrequently, if at all.
First things first, what are you doing here, man on the waterlock? Do you know what caused this wreckage?
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Revachol.
The words daredevil driver sound ominous to you.
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here, especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then.
You know what's further down the coast?
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it.
Thanks for a moment.
Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins.
Can I send that salami?
Sure thing. Want some too, officer?
Turns to Lieutenant.
Why not?
The Lieutenant ponders the offer for a moment, then decides to go for it. He takes a slice of salami from the man and chews on it.
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque. This panel usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything.
Pull the lever up.
Pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft clunk. Then, nothing happens.
Release the lever.
A spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the waterlock to get across the canal. Some other way. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
Okay. Butter sign down. I've seen that movie. Kim, I appreciate you not, like, complaining every time I, fucking steal stuff.
Inside. Cheap second-hand clothes, smelling of strangers' body odors.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
Browse through the box.
Find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first-hand, buy second-hand. Keep the economy moving.
Something cold grazes your hand. Synthetic and sleek. A windbreaker. Surf, it says, but also wind, summer, 100% waterproof, and sport. All in different typefaces. This jacket is the apex of human evolution. The moment at which man became weatherproof. Practical, and yet it may deaden your senses to the world around you. Possibly because of the awful typeface.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50 for you, sir. Gotta prepare for springtime, right?
Yeah. You need to use the panel to close the water log. It's been locked pending repairs, which should be done by Wednesday morning. This will open a new area in Martinez. Oh, I better do a bunch of other stuff first.
You see two lowly, defeated speakers, thralls, slaves basically, perched atop them like conquerors surveying the land. A pair of found, durable wear sneakers, ultra series.
I can see you with taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers?
Inspect the
A
sneakers.
pair of found ultras. The design is impossibly sleek and simple. A futuristic silhouette with a sleek monochrome colorway, a jet black upper, and a silver-lined midsole.
Those sneakers, mister. Those sneakers are the latest found sneakers. Super air, super fine, super cool. Only 50 real.
These once respectable speakers have been conquered, reduced to a mere prop by the indomitable found ultras atop them.
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The sneakers are the stars here.
Poor little speakers.
No, don't pity them, officer. Old Samaran garbage. Don't even look at them. Check out these super cool, fun ultras instead.
Can I just buy the sad conquered Sumerian speakers?
No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Low-fi socialist junk.
I think that's why I want them. I think I might be lo-fi socialist junk myself.
No, officer. You're a high-class policeman who accepts nothing less than the best. Lucky for you, I've got the best on sale.
You don't know what I am. I don't even know it myself. I want the speakers. Wait, what if I do deserve more than a lo-fi?
Well, if you want them...
Pauses for a moment, calculating.
See, they are the pedestal for my sneakers. If I let go of the speakers, where will the sneakers go? I can't leave premium lifestyle sneakers on the ground. If, on the other hand, you wanted to buy the sneakers too, I could maybe throw in the speakers for little extra. 50 cents?
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer! Everything's cool here.
Gives you a thumbs up. What's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer.
From out on the bay, a cool wind gathers. It sweeps into the city, tugging at the textiles hanging around the stand. Some distance away, the sound of a tin can clattering across the street can be heard.
You're very cool. Bang, 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 bang!
Whether I'm cool is unimportant. I have police questions for you.
You're right, officer. 100%. No playing around then. Strictly business. Maybe I can interest you in some premium menswear instead.
What kind of stuff are you selling here?
Only the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers, speakers, extremely comfy pants too. Try them on right here. No shame, only freedom.
Where'd you get those comfy pants?
I'm an entrepreneur, officer. I've got sources, buyers, suppliers, distributors, manufacturers, wholesalers, all extremely cool and above board.
You have a permit to sell that, all that?
Good joke, officer. Here we don't have permits, just economic freedom. Take a look around.
He takes a deep breath.
You glance around the decrepit buildings, the miserable weather, the sidewalks strewn with sunflower seeds and a dust-choked air.
It's beautiful. Beautiful freedom.
Kim, is it true he doesn't need a permit to sell?
Yes. Anyone can set up their shop whenever they feel like it.
That's right. No permits, no bureaucracy. That's why this city and its law officials are so cool.
Wait, but what are we doing here if there are no permits?
Hyper cool.
You know, it's only the breeze outside pride surveying the city around them. So discount for cool officers like me?
No need for discounts at ceilings, officer. Everything's already on sale. Anything you want, 50% off.
Let me ask you something else.
Anything for you.
Where are you from, Ceiling?
It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now. All Revachol.
Sounds good. Let's get back to business
Very cool. I like your style.
then. That's not important.
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a small box.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
I'm gonna take pairs and it's just one. Try to shake them.
Abort. These are hideous. What's more, they don't even fit your face. You can feel them pinching your nose and chafing against your brow.
Damn, officer! You look like a mega secret spy. Very secret. They're practically made for you. I'll let you have them for 2 real and 50 cents.
They're perfect for concealing your bloodshot and baggy eyes.
No, you are definitely not buying those.
You're right. I'm too sensible for
Are you
this.
sure? But they look so good on you. You should think this through, officer.
Rummage through the box.
These are all boring. Boring third-rate ho-hum sunglasses made of cheap Syrahese plastic. The kind of plastic that melts in the sun.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, superb material, very cool. UV resistant. These will definitely keep your eyes safe and cool while doing your dangerous police work.
Yeah, that's fine. Playing a company that controls the drawbridge. Hot air rising from the sewer. Sour, acrid, and strangely comforting. Stop between those trucks down there. Smokes. Go get them. Well, I have the tab thing highlighted. I don't see any smokes. Aha, smokes. Oh, wait until after.
Still here, stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up?
No, that's all for now. Okay, let's go talk to these people that are probably going to make me upset, and then we'll probably end for the night. Oh, wait. Actually, first, let's talk to Gart about the phone. You know what sounds good? Garlic bread.
Can I
Gart,
help you? Another thing. Great. I love those.
Phone line's dead?
And the phone company is taking its sweet time sending someone to fix it. Losers.
Is it true that there was foul play?
Who told you that?
It doesn't matter. I just want to know who he's.
Fine, yeah. It looked like someone had messed with the wiring. It was shortly after the hanging, but I don't know if it's at all related. Plenty of assholes around here who aren't murderers. If you do find out who cut the line, though, let me know so I can forward them the repair bill.
I saw a sign said I couldn't go to the kitchen. Why can't go to the house?
Cook now? That's none of your business.
But there may be something pertinent to the investigation of the kitchen.
He wasn't pan-fried. He was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with...
He changes his mind.
Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the cook is working. You can snoop around after that, if you must. Yes?
Okay. Let's go talk to this mean person.
This is where you say your bed.
Broad shoulder man points at you with a beer can.
Detective.
Lieutenant acknowledges you with a sharp note. He's leaving it to you. First, we need to talk about your. We need to talk about the. We need to talk to that thing.
Oh, this is about him. A real looker, that one.
You're sure taking your time, waiting for him to get ripe and pretty for you, huh?
Oh, he was a real pretty boy by now. Real hot stuff. Letting out that pretty boy smell.
That. Glenn, did you phone in your voice?
Time to go to work in the shit factory!
Easy, boys. These janitors have a hell of a job cut out for them. I mean, I wouldn't go in there for $1 million.
He slaps his forehead.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
Shut up, Elizabeth.
These
I'm
guys
mad at
are
you.
so macho, they're ready to confess to first-degree murder. Ask if it was them.
Scan the room.
No. I's here. You got business with my boys. You got business with me.
He understood what you were doing, taking inventory of them. Now watch the other guys fuck it up by falling out of line.
Yeah! You fuck with the Hardy boys, you fuck with Titus Hardy!
Shows the scrawny rat face man, 2 teeth missing the front.
Yes, falling out of line to please him. This is the best kind. And now this guy is going to...
Relax, Dennis. No one is fucking you yet.
Says the 40-something man from the corner with a plectrum hanging from his neck. What?
Use it to take a dig at his friend. Floodgates open.
Yeah, Dennis, calm down. No one's fucking you, you stupid fuck.
Let Dennis enjoy his fucking, man. We don't mind.
You know, gang tattoos. The man must be either Mesk or Ceramerizian.
This one knows how to keep things going. He's a hothead, but not one to be taken lightly. The last one is a bit of a black sheep.
Yeah, you're not even being fucked, Dennis.
You fucking got him, Fat Angus.
Easy, fellas. We got company. Let's see what brings the cop around.
Too late. You already got a pretty good picture of these guys. You can use this.
What can I use it for?
You could take another look at the tracks in the yard. See if they fit with the characters here. It could be incriminating.
Man hanged in the backyard. Did you do it?
The pretty boy. You guys really love talking about that pretty boy.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
Is there a container bell around the dead man's neck? I have spoken to the dead man in a bizarre occult vision. You're involved somehow. I just don't have proof yet.
Container belt? Like we use in the harbor?
Yes. Why?
Because we took it from the harbor where we work. Then we went out back and used it to hang him.
As he speaks, his fists contract, going through the pulling motion again, savoring it.
We did this. Together. All of us. Until he was dead. That's why there's a container belt around his neck.
So you just confessed to murder?
Goddamn right.
No. These 7 honest men have equally come forth. They told you what happened so that you don't waste any more of your time.
You murdered him just like that? No remorse?
How many people have you sent to the Shays? Ever felt remorse for them?
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
Says as if it were worse than dying. What we do is different. We enforce the law. You just kill people like it's nothing. Look, I'm just doing my job, that's all. Yes, but these were all bad people, criminals, the scum of the earth.
Doesn't remember them. He just forgets. Are you hearing this, Titus?
Ain't no use keeping a stiff catalog in your head. That's for sure.
Who called the shots that
Are you
night?
deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a Hardy Boy without arresting all Hardy Boys. Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
A shadow of a smirk passes her lip as she tilts her head. I don't have to. One of them was more complicit than the others. No, but seriously, who calls the shots around here?
Who do you fucking think does?
Sounds more amused than angry. Big Samuel dominates the herd. I'm guessing it's the big one. Gangs are usually run by the oldest, most venerable member. Thought she did.
It wasn't a question, dickwad. How fucking stupid are you?
This asshole is worse than... Titus runs the Hardy Boys, genius. That's why we're called the Hardy Boys. Ain't that right, fellas?
I think you got your answer, Mr. Law.
I am the law.
There are some administrative differences. But on that night, they all acted as one man.
When did this hanging incident occur?
You don't have to keep answering his questions.
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
How long had you known the victim?
Known him? We don't associate with scum like that, asshole.
Yeah! Who do you think we are?
The Hardy Boys.
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town. Happy?
By the Pines cow, you mean Joyce Messier, the representative for White Pines? The same company you're striking against?
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what?
He rubs his chin, pretending to mull it over.
Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
Why did you kill him?
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out of line in my town.
So he was a mercenary, that's it?
And he stepped out of line.
Repeats, jaw clamped shut like a vice.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Cohoy and Seminine written all over him. Ex-Oranese Special Forces.
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
This one has a special gripe with him coming here.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
Right, but what did he actually do wrong?
Wrong? He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning.
What, spittle from his
There's
mouth?
slight unease in him, suddenly. He regrets mentioning the rape.
To kill us all, if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. That was before he started coming here.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started to come in here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls. Grab one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
He grabbed someone?
I was trying to make sense of the flood of information.
Yeah. This girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl, young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming. Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt? Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down.
Was this the same girl who was sexually assaulted, raped, you said?
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
He took care of it?
Me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
But who did he rape then? This is a very serious allegation.
No. You're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter. And I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
Despite the stonewalling, you can slip one more question in.
What about him?
How did you kill him?
We hanged him up by his neck until he got real still. Wasn't that obvious, copper?
Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school, idiot?
You're pretty sure you've had at least 2 years of cop school and many more of active service. Certainly enough to not put up with this backsass. Deliver a knockdown observation.
We need more. Did you muffle him? We haven't heard any reports of screams.
Titus, you don't have to clarify anything.
We overpowered him. Dragged his unconscious
Bang!
body to the truck.
Ah!
Put a noose around his neck.
What do you mean?
Hanged him till he was dead and steady.
Scared me.
Then we left
does your
him
right
for
bumper do
seagulls,
anything?
maggots, and you fucks.
Oh, they get to... I pulled a Francois on you. Oh, man. That
It's a great clip.
You dirty bastard. You dirty bastard. That's so funny. I pulled a hold E.
You love to see it. That's low. I'm not gonna. Maybe I'll just put a point into composure real quick. Where's that at? It's even. Then we left it for skill. Maggots. The small man points to you and you bugs. How did you manage to overpower him?
With numbers, asshole. How do you think? You're right, Lizzie.
No, he hasn't. Not yet.
Damn it.
They're admirably, surprisingly composed. The entire room. Given how many questions you've lobbed their way.
All of them? Maybe one of them is fidgeting and cracking under the pressure.
Well, this one. But he's always fidgeting. So don't get himself.
Would be nice.
Thank you for the hydrate. I'm so mad. Where did this overpower him?
Fucking listening? The fucker came to our bar. It happened right here.
Titus lets the others clear out the details, so he doesn't get his hands muddy with explaining too much.
Alright, I have other questions about this.
Like what, Copper?
Why don't I just arrest you? Or what are we going to do now? I feel like I can't arrest him right now. And all it's going to do is cause all of them to yell at me.
Nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations where you belong.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus.
Lieutenant Closes is not
I've done
good.
this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder. Even if it is a group responsibility, we're going to look into this.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us. Real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
Rent-a-cop. So that's what this is about. He doesn't see you as his equals. Forget about their games. You've mapped out the characters. Reading the footprints in the yard should be easier now.
Like 3%. I'm definitely not going to give that one a shot. Okay, well, I'll go look at the footprints. Here.
Yes?
I didn't know if you'd have something to say about that. And trigger warning, we're going back to the Hangman.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. Wow, still not doing it. You're bad at this.
Seems really important. Tracks doesn't seem I can't read them at all, Lieutenant.
Don't beat yourself down. Neither can I. We'll have another look later.
But I can't just revert any of these, huh? No. Okay. No. You're bad at this. I know I am bad at this. Trash container. So it was a trash container.
The trash container stand. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Yeah, I'm sure I do. Why do I...
There's nothing more of it. Not much to see here. You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Baptiste Soleil. The container sounds a muffled gong.
So why is... It's just a thing I can try again, I guess? I don't know. Ah, what was that? Good night, Ben. I'm about to head out myself, so. Rene Arnois. Who's this? Ben, if you're still here, how do I get a map? you're not still here, that's fine too. Over the city map. I don't have one of those, right? Okay. I think this is probably good for tonight. Okie dokie, everyone. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Who are we gonna raid out to? Boop, 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 boop. Neo playing Rebirth. Pond playing Infinity Nikki. Berg playing Vandal Hearts. Mao playing BG3. Maybe Nia. Have we done a Mel raid in a minute? Oh, she's got a new VTuber thing. Okay, let's raid out to Mel. Why not? Thank you all so much for hanging out. I will be back tomorrow playing some Metaphor. Wednesday playing, or no, tomorrow's Wednesday. Thursday played Sly 2. Friday, hopefully finishing Star Wars. And then I'm back here on Tuesday with more Disco Elysium. Until then, thank you all so much for hanging out. Again, please enjoy the rest of your day and or night. Please remember to be kind to one another. And I will see you all in the next one. Until then, bye-bye.